What if the secret to your biggest tomato harvest ever has been sitting in your kitchen cupboard this whole time? Not a $40 fertilizer, not a complicated soil treatment, just one simple ingredient you already own? In the next few minutes, you are going to see exactly how 1 tablespoon of this changes the health, growth rate, and flavor of your tomatoes almost overnight. We are going to walk through the science so you understand why it works, not just that it works. Once you see what this does to your plants on 3 completely separate levels, you will never overlook that orange box again. Most home gardeners are spending money on the wrong things without realizing it. Expensive fertilizer bottles, chemical fungicide sprays, and pH adjusters that cost 20 times more than what actually works. The truth is that a box of plain baking soda can accomplish most of what those products promise for less than 20 cents per treatment, using an ingredient already in your home. The problem is not that the solutions are complicated. The problem is that most gardeners have never been shown what is actually happening in the soil when their tomatoes struggle. Once you understand the mechanism, the solution becomes obvious. The ingredient is sodium bicarbonate, plain baking soda, and it works on 3 completely separate levels at the same time. It adjusts soil pH, it suppresses the fungal diseases that silently destroy tomato plants all season long, and it actually improves the sugar content of your fruit at harvest. These are not gardening myths passed down through generations. There is real science behind all 3 mechanisms, and we are going to cover each one clearly before we get into the application method. When you understand the why behind a technique, you use it correctly every single time, instead of guessing at amounts and frequency. Each of these 3 benefits alone would be worth adding this to your routine. Together, they make it one of the most effective tools in the organic garden. Tomatoes are among the most pH-sensitive plants in the vegetable garden, performing best in soil with a pH reading between 6.2 and 6.8. When soil becomes too acidic, which happens easily with repeated use of pine bark mulch, sulfur-based fertilizers, or heavy peat moss amendments, your tomato plants lose the ability to absorb calcium, magnesium, and potassium, even when those nutrients are already physically present in the soil around the roots. The nutrients are there, but the door is locked, and no amount of watering or additional feeding will help until the pH is corrected. Baking soda acts as a gentle alkalizing agent, nudging the soil pH back up into the window where your plants can finally access everything they need. The second mechanism is fungal suppression, and this is specifically what produces those near-overnight visual results that make gardeners stop and look twice. Fungal pathogens, including early blight, late blight, and powdery mildew, are among the most destructive forces in any tomato garden during summer, and they all thrive in the acidic, humid conditions that most garden soils naturally develop. Baking soda raises the surface pH on leaves, and in the root zone, to a level where fungal spores cannot germinate or spread effectively. Once that fungal pressure is removed, the plant immediately redirects its energy from fighting disease straight back into producing fruit and pushing new leaf growth, which is exactly why the improvement can look so dramatic within just 24 to 48 hours. The third benefit is the one that gets the least attention, but for many gardeners, it ends up being the most rewarding: flavor. Tomatoes that develop in a slightly more alkaline soil environment convert more photosynthetic sugars during the ripening process, which translates directly into sweeter, more full-flavored fruit at harvest. If you have ever pulled a homegrown tomato off the vine expecting that rich, deep flavor and gotten something watery and disappointing instead, a pH imbalance in your soil is very likely the reason. Correct it consistently with baking soda throughout the season, and the flavor difference in your harvest is something you will notice the moment you take the first bite. Before we break down the exact amounts and application method, if this is helping you out, take 5 seconds right now and hit that like button. It genuinely helps more organic gardeners find this content. If you are not yet subscribed, now is the time, because we publish new organic gardening guides every single week, and there is a lot more coming. Now let's get into exactly how to apply this, so you can start today. The most reliable starting method is a soil drench, and here is exactly how to prepare and apply it correctly. Take 1 level tablespoon of plain baking soda. It must be pure sodium bicarbonate with no added ingredients like cornstarch or anti-caking agents, and dissolve it completely in 1 full gallon of water, stirring until no powder remains visible. Pour the full gallon slowly and evenly around the base of each tomato plant, saturating the root zone completely without puddling on the surface. Apply this soil drench once every 2 weeks throughout the active growing season, and you will see the results compounding and building with every application. For the foliar spray application, which is the fastest-acting method specifically for knocking back fungal disease, the concentration changes significantly. Use just 1 teaspoon of baking soda per gallon of water rather than a tablespoon, and add 3 to 4 drops of plain liquid dish soap to help the solution adhere to the leaf surface, rather than beating and rolling off. Spray this mixture onto both the top surface and the full underside of every tomato leaf in the early morning, allowing the foliage to dry completely before the afternoon heat arrives. This foliar method is what produces that visible 24 to 48-hour improvement in leaf health that surprises first-time users every growing season. The most critical rule with this method is frequency and concentration. Too much applied too often is just as harmful as not applying it at all. If you push soil pH above 7.5 through overuse, you will create iron and manganese deficiencies that cause new leaves to yellow between the veins, which is a different problem that then requires its own correction. Stick strictly to the 2-week schedule for soil drenching, and limit the foliar spray to a preventive once-a-month application, or as a reactive treatment the moment you first notice early fungal symptoms on the leaves. The gardeners who see the most impressive results are always the ones who are consistent and measured, rather than aggressive with their applications. Here is what you can realistically expect when you follow this method consistently through the growing season. In the first 24 to 48 hours after the foliar spray, any white powdery mildew residue or early dark spotting on the leaves should begin to visibly fade and stop spreading. Over the following 2 to 3 weeks of consistent soil drenching, your plants will stand noticeably taller, push stronger new growth at the tips, and if you already have fruit forming on the vine, those tomatoes will begin to swell faster and develop more even vibrant color all the way to harvest. This is one of those techniques that, once you see it working on your own plants, permanently becomes part of your garden routine every single year. Gardeners dealing with heavy clay soils, or soils that have been repeatedly amended with acidic materials like peat moss and pine bark compost, consistently report the most dramatic responses, because those are the conditions where pH suppression has been silently choking plant performance across the entire season without the gardener realizing it. But even if your soil already tests within the healthy range, the antifungal protection from this method alone is more than worth the 2 minutes it takes to mix and apply the solution every 2 weeks. Think of it as a low-cost, completely organic insurance policy for your entire tomato crop, one that also comes with a significant growth and flavor dividend built right in. It is also worth noting that baking soda pairs seamlessly with the other organic inputs you are likely already using, including compost tea, fish emulsion, and worm castings. None of those applications are interrupted or reduced by baking soda. It simply addresses a completely different layer of plant health at the same time, covering the pH and disease management side of the equation that most organic fertilizers do not touch. Once you understand that soil health is a system of layers and not a single ingredient, every tool you add works harder because the others are already supporting it. Combine these approaches on a consistent schedule, and you are building a complete, layered organic system that commercial gardeners spend thousands of dollars trying to replicate. What we covered today is as simple as gardening gets, and that is exactly the point of this channel. 1 tablespoon of baking soda dissolved in a gallon of water, applied to the root zone every 2 weeks, combined with a 1 teaspoon per gallon foliar spray whenever you see the first sign of fungal stress. That is the complete method, start to finish. No expensive products, no complicated schedule, nothing that takes more than 5 minutes to prepare from ingredients you already own. This is the kind of proven, practical organic gardening that this channel is built around sharing with you week after week. If this video gave you something useful, take a second right now to hit the like button. It means more than you know, and it helps this community keep growing. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and drop a comment below telling us whether you have ever tried baking soda on your tomatoes and what results you saw. We see every single comment in this community, and your real-world experience could be exactly what helps another gardener here finally get the results they have been working toward. See you in the next one.